It's simple, isn't it? The Diamondbacks can set the sun on the San Francisco Giants in the 2011 season and clinch a spot in postseason October baseball. This monster three-game series with the Giants begin. The magic number is 1. We don't have to show you where San Francisco is because they're in Chase Field tonight as the two go toe-to-toe. Now, they're keeping an eye also on Milwaukee. Do you want to open at home or do you want to open on the road? If you either tie or finish above Milwaukee, you will in fact open at home if you're the Diamondbacks. Hi folks, and welcome back to the ballpark. This is Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton. We trust this could be a very magical night for the Diamondbacks, and we hope most importantly, you personally, you had a great week. Thanks for inviting us into your home. Let's talk about these Diamondbacks because tonight they give the baseball to Joe Saunders, and Joe started slow in spring training. He didn't even have a spot in the starting rotation with the final week, and Joe also pieced things together over the rest of the season. You can see how it stacks out this series.
Well, Joe Saunders, when the Diamondbacks needed a veteran presence in the starting rotation, Joe Saunders, right behind Ian Kennedy, right behind Daniel Hudson, Joe Saunders showed some veteran presence. He has been brilliant his last 3 starts especially. He broke a losing streak in San Diego, throwing a gem his last time out. He's hot right now. He's the guy the Diamondbacks want to pitch this possible clincher.
And he's been good his last 23 outings. I mean, the number's very, very good for Joe. And again, the Diamondbacks shaking up that rotation. Saunders, Kennedy, and then, of course, followed up by Colementor. That sets up Ian Kennedy to start Game 1, if there is one, Hudson Game 2, and Saunders Game 3. The Giants are hot. They're playing fabulous baseball. They have been trying to put the pressure on these Arizona Diamondbacks, and you can see in their last 11 games, what do you have here? Some offense.
Well, you have some offense. Once you get them out of AT&T Park, their home ballpark, well, now they can start swinging the bats. I think they're a much more confident team offensively when they get out of that pitcher-friendly ballpark. They have done a great job in the middle of their order. Carlos Beltran has been terrific since he put the Giants uniform on. Pablo Sandoval in the middle of the order. He won't be playing tonight, but the middle of the order is starting to do some really good damage for the San Francisco Giants.
You see Sandoval hitting there left-handed. That's where he's been so dangerous. His shoulder is so bad he cannot even swing the bat right-handed. So big news, when you shift the rotation around and you're Kirk Gibson, you did so without the intention of putting Sandoval on the bench, but with Saunders throwing tonight, Sandoval, as hot as he is, will pinch hit later at some point in the ball game. It's outdoor baseball. We love it here. Could it be a night to clinch for these Arizona Diamondbacks? These guys know what it's like. Look at this coaching staff down there. Worlds of postseason experience. Now they want to go back, this time as leaders of men.
Diamondbacks look to wrap up the NL West. For them, it is simple. Win this game, knock off the reigning World Series champion San Francisco Giants, and they have the title heading back to the postseason for the first time since 2007. It's interesting, when they make it to the postseason, the D-backs coaching staff has 145 games of combined experience playing in the postseason. For a veteran like Jeff Blum, that is important. It's our Geico quote of the game.
You know, it's pretty obvious that it's paid off all year having those guys around. I mean, those guys have been our, sounding boards, for some situations, and they've been our, picking us up throughout the season and putting us in place when we needed to. We've got a lot of respect for them, and they're coaches, but at the same time, I think they're on the same level with us as far as experience and things like that, and trying to help us get along.
By the way, that was Gerardo Parra throwing the bubble gum at me. The D-backs in just a bit go for the title, going from worst to first in the NL West. Darren and Mark have the call on Fox Sports Arizona after the break.
By Gila River Casinos. Play slots with your Players Club card at any Gila River Casino. You can win $2,000 to $20,000 instantly. Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's Really Big Chicken Sandwich Combo, it's back, and it's only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Getting stretched out with the Diamondbacks on the diamond. You saw Saunders take the mound just a moment ago. Let's take a look at the Giants top to bottom. Bruce Bochy penciled them in, brought to you by Pepsi Max. Veteran speedster from the minors, Christian leads off. It's Keppinger, Carlos Beltran's been hot. Brent Pill, Mark DeRosa, Brandon Belt, Cabrera, Whiteside, and Kane. Game one of this three-game series, the Diamondbacks and the Giants, with Joe Saunders rocking and firing, is underway here at Chase Field with a strike over the inside corner. Joe making his 32nd start of the year, 12-12 overall, a 3.66 ERA. And as we told you, for Joe, his last 23 have been much better than his first 7, because Joe stumbled out of the gates, and for the last 5 months he's been very dependable. Out front, changeup, popped up. Justin Christian is erased. Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defensively. It's brought to you by David Robleski and Associates, with Parra, Young, and Upton in the rangy outfield. It's Roberts, McDonald, Hill, and Goldschmidt on the infield. Miguel Montero catches Joe Saunders. What couple of About a month and a half ago, these guys were wondering where they were going to be spending October. The Toronto guys, they may have a chance to be spending October in meaningful games. Neither one of them have ever been to the postseason, Hill or McDonald.
You know, this is eating at them to get to it. And Darren, it's games like this as a player. Because that's an easy ground ball to first baseman. Goldschmidt grabs it. Keppinger's easily erased. But games like this is why you play in pain. This is why you lifted all those weights. This is why every single day you spent in the minor leagues riding buses, every injury you've had, every time you've had a problem maybe with your manager or your coach, time that you were benched, it's all worth it. Games like this make it all worth it. These games are the light at the end of that tunnel.
Chance to play with this energy coursing through your veins with the prize out there waiting for you. 0-1 the count to Carlos Beltran. 1-1 the count. You are a select few to speak as an expert on the subject, so we welcome your thoughts, obviously, throughout the night. If it happens tonight. The 1-1. Change up misses away to Beltran. Well, what do you say about Carlos? They wish they would have had him more. He missed a bit of time, but when he's been healthy, he has hammered the ball for the Giants.
He has been a great pickup.
Pitch is low. Since August the 1st, he's got one of the highest batting averages in the National League at .366. You see in his last 5 games. And he has crushed lefties since August the 1st, hitting nearly .440. That's the best in the National League. A little topper. Joe's got a good sinker and a good changeup early on anyway, but showing both very effectively.
A good 3-1 pitch there, down, a good sink on it, and really Beltran looking for something to drive, ended up just hitting a little weak ground ball. Saunders hoping that would have stayed fair.
Three, 2, high fly, left field toward the foul pole, crushed. Near the back of the section of the all-you-can-eat seats, but a long strike.
And that's a pitch Joe Saunders does not want to throw. As good as the pitch prior to that, this one's just as bad. Oh dear, belt high right down the middle trying to come inside. Fortunately, Beltran was a little too quick, hitting it near the all-you-can-eat seats.
Bouncing ball toward the hole, base hit left field for Beltran. And he is one of the most dangerous hitters in the history of this Diamondbacks franchise against Arizona. Guys that just have always hit the Arizona Diamondbacks, whether he's a Houston Astro, a New York Met, or a Giant.
A much better pitch there. That's why you get the ground ball. Yes, it went for a base hit, but you're not going to get hurt down around the knees, even with Carlos Beltran.
And there is that crew. Those that have pained the Diamondbacks. One of their former very own in Carlos Gonzalez. Off speed, strike one. That dastardly Manny Ramirez. How many of you booed him if you're an Arizona fan back in 2008? Brett Pill earned the right to be here. Does he give that one a ride? Down the line toward the foul pole. That one goes. That one's a foul ball. Another long strike.
But that was a better pitch. The reason that ball was hit foul was because there's no way Brett Pill can keep this pitch fair and hit it on the barrel. It got to the inside corner. Watch the gloves. Watch where it goes. It got to the inside corner. The one Beltran hit did not. So that's a much better pitch. He's got him set up for a changeup, I would imagine.
The 0-2. He does throw him an off-speed pitch. He rolls it foul. Pill, the young man, a former 7th-round draft pick, just getting his feet wet here in the major leagues, 10 of 30, but in the minor leagues, he had 25 home runs and drove in 107 runs in AAA this year. So although while they were struggling to find offense, they finally said, all right, Mr. Pill, come on up. Let's see what you have. Into the dirt it goes. Nice job, Montero.
By Montero, saving 90 very important feet. Every pitch tonight from Joe Saunders is Montero shrugs it off. Every pitch is huge. And just beautifully done there by Montero.
Last time out, Joe was fabulous. 1 out from a complete game against the San Diego Padres. He beat the Padres 5-1. Outside, good take on a changeup away to Pill. Yeah, a young man that in Pill, when you take a look at the media guide for the Giants, starts in the back in the minor league section. You've earned your way a long way to the big leagues.
You've had a great year.
Pulls a changeup. He stayed stubborn with it. The play is on to third. Joe cleans it up very nicely. Matt Cain ready to go to work against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Paced by Justin Upton, ready to roll against Matt Cain. Let's take a look top to bottom at the starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Ryan Roberts at the top, Aaron Hill bats second, Justin Upton, Miguel Montero having a huge September. It's Paul Goldschmidt, Chris Young, Gerardo Parra. John McDonald is at short, Joe Saunders bats ninth. Lincoln numbers brought to you by our Arizona Lincoln dealers. Matt Cain makes his 33rd start of the year. Again, an all-star caliber pitcher. 2.86 ERA, and we say it every year, deserves to be better than 12-10. The right-hander, Alabama-born, Tennessee-raised, fires a strike to Ryan Roberts. 0-1 the count. Cain making his 23rd career start against the Diamondbacks. 0-2 the count on Roberts. And the Giants, well aware, and they spoke about it in their locker room, that they're in a scenario, we like to call it the 0-6, 6-0 scenario.
That's exactly right. They have to be perfect and hope the Diamondbacks don't lose just to get a playoff, a one-game playoff.
The 0-2 to Roberts, breaking ball just off the plate from Cain.
Well, really good pitch there from Cain, just off the plate. Somehow, some way, Roberts was able to take it.
About a half dozen of them to a man, though, when speaking with the Giants, made it clear we just as soon not have them dance in front of us. Roberts into left field, over his belt. We saw him a moment ago, the first baseman and outfielder. Erases Ryan Roberts. Let's take a look defensively at the Giants. We saw Belt a moment ago. Justin Christian led things off. Speedy center fielder. Carlos Beltran is in right. DeRosa, Cabrera, Keppinger, and Pill on the infield. And Eli Whiteside. Makes you wonder what it would have been like for the Giants if Buster Posey would have been healthy all year.
Well, you just made music to every Giants fan's ear.
Hill takes a running fastball that misses inside. 1-0 the count, Aaron Hill. His 28th game as a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's made them all count. He's got 33 hits in those 28 games. This one is driven left field. Toward the foul pole. It is deep. It is foul. That is 3 home run distance foul balls. All of them foul that have had very busy Bruce Dreckman in the first inning.
That one by far the closest to hitting that foul pole. Change up and Hill crushes it. Cain thinks it's gone. And it's about 3 or 4 feet foul.
Fastball sinks low, 2-1 the count. Kane does not give up many homers, folks. 9 all year. He's thrown 214 innings. An exceptionally low total there for Kane. Just off the plate, 3-1 the count to Hill.
Yeah, long home run just foul will talk you into not throwing that same pitch again. He went away and missed twice. Now it's 3-1. Let's see if he comes right at Hill again.
Fastball stayed away, and just a moment ago,
Hey, beat him with it.
people are on edge, you know. I mean, they're on edge. Come on, there it goes. Parra trying to wave it. In the bullpen, they're trying to get it in there.
Darn it. Way out of here.
So a 3-2. Fastball, fly ball, gap. But it hangs up long enough to find a path to the wall. Hill's hustling it around. He's thinking about third. He's in there with the slide. A triple for Aaron Hill. An accomplished left fielder like that one catches that baseball, but instead it's a triple.
Well, he's got a first baseman out there in left field. And as a left fielder, Brandon Belt, well, he can hit. He just doesn't have the speed that most left fielders have. And because of that, this ball that Hill hits, as you said, most of the time is going to be an out. Instead, it turns into a triple. Hill thinking 3 the whole way, and he gets in easily, and the Diamondbacks trying to strike early.
So Kane knows it. He goes to work against Justin Upton.
Boy, Aaron Hill has just been so good since he's come over from the Blue Jays.
He has made it count. Breaking ball, 0-1 the count to Upton.
Justin's got to settle himself down. Don't get too excited. You got to remember, Justin, there's a base open. They're not just going to throw you fastballs in the middle of the plate with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. He ended up chasing a pitch there almost 1.5 feet outside and in the dirt.
Sac fly and a hit a couple of days ago for Upton in the finale against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Justin has had a nice career against Matt Cain. What Matt is throwing, Justin's been liking. And I think one of the reasons is, although Cain has evolved as he's gotten older, he's been primarily a fastball pitcher for the majority of the younger part of his career. We know Justin loves a good fastball. 11 of 33 in his career against him. Breaking ball, there's the difference.
Yeah, that's about as bad of an at-bat as you're going to see Justin Upton have. Just way too aggressive in that situation, trying way too hard. Just like the first pitch, that pitch is nowhere near the strike zone. Yet another full swing. That's when you have to slow the game down in those situations. It's been a long time since Justin's played in an important game like this. Not saying the ones previous haven't been important, but this kind of game.
He was a teenager the last time he did.
With champagne on the line.
That's exactly right. Here's Miguel Montero, a dandy curveball for a strike, 0-1 the count. Where would the team be without him as well as Upton? Montero in September. 17 games he has played in. He's hitting .344 this month. And he kept it up the other day. That's a topper, it's foul. And he's another guy that can get a little amped up as well.
That's exactly right. And this is a situation where if you're going to be considered a champion, you come through in these situations. When a guy like Aaron Hill gets on third for you, you got to find a way to just put the ball in play. The Giants were conceding that run right there. Instead, a 3-pitch strikeout. And now Miguel Montero sits 0-2.
Fastball good, 0-2 pitch to Montero. He didn't budge, though. You love seeing that. There's the career. And you'll see longer time Diamondbacks will have a good portion of at bats against Kane. A big helping. Breaking ball, strike 3. He fed off the aggression.
Overamped there, both Upton and Montero.
Fry's. Enroll now for the Fry's Diamondbacks Rewards Program and earn points by buying participating items at Fry's. Kia Motors. Learn more at phxkia.com. Moneyball. It stars Brad Pitt and it debuts nationwide tonight. Rated PG-13. Hey, very nice. We love Jimmy T too. We make sure we are fed in the food room. Very good stuff. Lovely wife enjoying the ball game. One of many Diamondback fans enjoying it. 0-1 the count. Veteran Mark DeRosa.
He's the third baseman when a left-hander pitches, because Pablo Sandoval, as we said coming on the air, he just cannot go up there and swing the bat right-handed. So the veteran DeRosa going to get the look. Who just unfortunately is a very good player, but he just can't get healthy.
Golly, Gracie and folks at home, the 0-2 to DeRosa. Good pitch on his hands. Off balance, long throw, McDonald. Oh, not in time.
Oh, what a shame.
What a great effort by McDonald. And amazingly, the throw was accurate, right on the money.
Oh, it looked like he got him, too. Let's see. Paul Emmel at first base. That's an incredible play by John McDonald. So close. Good call.
Yeah, you look safe.
Good call.
Good job, Paul Emmel. Great effort by McDonald. Here's Brandon Belt.
But a lot of times, you get a play like that, it's just human nature for an umpire to go ahead and give the defender that one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But it's a base hit for DeRosa and a good start to the Giants half of the second inning, who got some momentum when Matt Cain got Justin Upton and Miguel Montero to be over-aggressive, and really probably two of the easiest strikeouts Matt Cain's had in his career. Just throwing some pitches out of the zone and letting the Diamondback hitters get themselves out.
Yeah, he broke early. He broke it out early, that slow curveball with effect. Throw it softer when they're overly aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
2-0 the count on Belt. Bouncing ball, and it's a foul ball. So it's been a tough year for Belt trying to find his way. Initially, he was the guy, and he played in 16 games in April and just didn't hit. He had 184, 4 RBIs in the entire month in 16 games. And it just really hasn't been a point where the dominating young man out of the University of Texas, who has owned minor league pitching, has been consistently settled in the major leagues. It is with envy that some Giants fans have seen the fact that Paul Goldschmidt has come to the big leagues and had success. I think they were hoping that Belt would be able to do that. And there are some Giants fans who think they didn't just stick with him long enough.
They didn't hang with him long enough.
He's going to be good someday.
He's going to be a very good player. Right now he's out of position out in left field. He's going to be an everyday first baseman, either him or Pill, for these guys. But they're too good offensive players and too young and talented not to get an opportunity.
By the way, there's the panda on the bench. They call Mr. Belt the giraffe. With that longer neck, you saw the fan with the giraffe hat on.
Not a fan.
The 2-2, bouncing ball, and it's a foul ball. Well, the one thing he's been able to do, and it's interesting, and I'd love to ask you why, as a former very successful left-handed hitter. The giraffe, as his fans love to call him, has hit just 180 against righties. And in 41 at-bats, mind you, against lefties, has hit very well, 317. Fewer at-bats, but has handled them.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? If he can lay off pitches like that against left, most young left-handers are going to chase that slider just off the plate. Well, he laid off of it. Now a 3-2 count. Now the pressure right back on Joe Saunders.
Joe in his 32nd start of the season. Instead keeps an eye on that runner at first. DeRosa just one stolen base. Not a guy that's a huge threat. But you've got to think the Giants thinking we want to stay out of a double play. Joe rolls him up with the best of them. 26 induced this year. And Joe handles the running game very well. Hot shot. Instead it's a base hit. Another lefty on lefty hit. But they just flipped him around and let him face lefties all the time. He'd be just fine. Stunning to think that he hasn't hit righties at all this year.
It was laying off that 2-2 slider that talks him into a fastball count now. Just a big time at bat. He got a pitch from Saunders. He wanted to go away, ended up going right down the middle. And it cost him, and now the Giants looking to cash in. Something the Diamondbacks couldn't do in the bottom of the first.
And now it's veteran Orlando Cabrera. Brought in to play some shortstop. Miguel Tejada cut loose not too far after. Came over from Cleveland in a trade. And has struggled offensively as well. But here's a guy now that's getting a little longer in the tooth. And the push for Cabrera is a little more difficult to find right now.
Well, and also you have to understand coming over. Once you put on the San Francisco Giant uniform, you know that it is going to be tough to hit in your home ballpark. And obviously you're going to play half your games there. It's just been a struggle for just about everybody in this Giants lineup up at AT&T Park.
Cabrera well-traveled the last 4 years and very victorious. Postseason with the Angels, then the White Sox.
And mind you, I love AT&T Park. It is a wonderful ballpark, but it is so pitcher-friendly.
1-1 the count. Bunts right through it, pick off throw, heading over to third, the relay, got him at third.
Well, John McDonald is some kind of slick with his glove and his arm. A great play by Montero. That's a tough read right there for DeRosa. You think you're getting a bunt, you want to get a good jump. Oh, no, you're caught. Now watch how quickly McDonald gets rid of it. It's right on the button. DeRosa, a dead duck. Nice play, Montero. Even better play there, McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald is really flashing some leather so far tonight.
Well, it's his glove that's kept him in the big leagues all these years.
And there it is. It looks like he's had that very model for quite some time. We see Troy Tulowitzki in this division that uses what looks like a glove from college. That's two fabulous throws in this inning he's made off balance.
Yeah, off balance, his weight going completely the other way and put it right on the button.
But don't kid yourself, too, if you're over there in your Brandon Belt. They're looking to get another out maybe without another pitch. Joe's got plenty of pickoffs. He's picked off 4 this year and 21 in his career.
Well, he had Belt leaning right there, but the throw was up the home plate side, or it would have been a much closer play.
These Diamondbacks pitchers, and it started in February, heard from Kirk Gibson, you had better control the running game. Joe's done it very well, so guys could lean on him for advice.
Long hours in spring training working on pickoffs.
Spoiled a pitch away that should end up in the seats as a souvenir, and it does. They gathered it in spring training, these Diamondbacks pitchers, and the hours that they spent working on it, they had unique drills. They would run pickoffs at first, pickoff drills at second, with one another playing positions, without position players, to understand how to work with position players.
That's exactly right. And I think that's brilliant.
I'd never heard of that.
Pitchers probably don't like it very much, but you have to understand, you know, in order to defeat the enemy, you have to know what the enemy's thinking. And that's exactly what they did. They need to know exactly what a first baseman's thinking on pickoff plays, a shortstop, a second baseman, a third baseman.
Change up away.
3-2 now. Joe Saunders now faces another 3-2 count, most likely a fastball count, looking for a double play ball.
Bouncing ball, playing it back at his belt, long throw. Did he stay on the bag? They say he did. So
If he did, Aaron Hill just made one heck of a play. It looked like that foot was trying to come off the bag, but Rob Drake at second base said nope. The toe was still on there when the ball was in the glove. Oh boy, that's a close play.
Here's Eli Whiteside. Well, the guy's flashing some leather. They may be a little bit over aggressive with the lumber, but they haven't taken their bats out to the field with them, which is key. Kane waits on deck. Mississippi born and raised Eli Whiteside. He'll be 32 years old next month, and when he came out here to Arizona to go to spring training, he was preparing to help out Buster Posey when he needed it.
He's become an everyday guy because of the awful mishap with Buster Posey.
Has continued to earn his paycheck, and this is the third full major league season in which he has played because of his defense and the way he helps out as a backup, like we've seen Henry Blanco do, younger than Blanco, but thrust into a role that has been very challenging, hitting just .207 this year.
Oh, everybody's younger than Henry Blanco.
That's very
okay.
well said by you.
That's okay.
Well, when you're Henry Blanco and you signed as a pro in the 80s,
you've been around a while.
And in the year 2011, there's one of your old teammates.
There's Sean Dunston. One of my favorites of all time.
Well, he's got to be older than Henry. But he's not active.
That's true.
He's not active.
Sean's been out of the game for a while. It's a good man right there.
Yeah, a couple of good men.
And so is Henry.
A couple of good men. 2-2 the count. High pop up. Young is tracking. There's some fancy glove work this inning. Miguel Montero. McDonald almost made two fabulous plays, but helped out Montero with this one. Nissan, and we've got a pretty good Nissan key to the game. Buckingham Palace.
Oh, man.
Across the pond over there.
Changing of the guard. Boy,
that's exactly right. I'm going to stop you right there.
What an incredible key to the game. One of the best of the year. Changing of the guard.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You nailed it.
And if the Diamondbacks indeed win the ball game tonight, the guard has officially been changed from the Giants to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's a big league key to the game. Who came up with that? You?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's by far your best effort of the season.
Well, I wanted to impress you. We know our folks with Nissan. They deserve an effort like that. So I thought long and hard about it.
Nice going.
0-1 the count. Paul Goldschmidt. He takes a curveball away. 1-1 the
count. Proud
count.
of you, Darren. I know for a fact you didn't come up with that, but that's okay.
I was waiting to see if you liked it or not. If you didn't like it, I certainly wasn't going to claim it. 8 home runs this year for Paul. Off the end of the bat, they play so deep for him, but you forget who is out there, and that's Carlos Beltran. Covers it very nicely. the last handful of teams that have made that journey in the changing of the guard from worst to first, the very lowest of the division. Don't forget the Diamondbacks, as an expansion club, did it. So the Diamondbacks trying to join a club like that one. You remember the worst to first World Series in '91 with the Minnesota Twins and the Atlanta Braves.
That's exactly right.
And that man's had a lot to do with it.
What a job Kevin Towers has done. Everybody has had a hand in this.
You're exactly right.
Obviously, Kevin Towers and Gibby get a lot of the credit, and well-deserved. But, boy, every coach, every front office person, to win a division takes a village.
Well, it takes a village, too, when you wrap up spring training and all the experts, and they were sharing it with the boss, CEO Derek Hall. They were sharing with anybody who would listen. All the experts said that may be the worst team in all of the Cactus League.
I think a lot of people saw it. They did not play well at all in the Cactus League.
Breaking ball has popped up. Which reminds me, it's a beautiful night here at Chase Field. As we fly overhead, taking
It's
a peek
open,
on
folks.
down.
Come on out. Need you out here. Players want you out here.
Don't forget, anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase. Here is Gerardo Parra. One of the great stories this year has been watching this young man play, watching this young man develop. He came to spring training, and it was about a week into spring training that Eric Young, in a quiet conversation, said there's 2 guys that showed up just a step ahead of everybody else. It's Bloomquist and it's Parra. That one is a slow breaking ball. Right now, Matt Cain is feeding on the aggression of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Soft stuff. He knows what they want to do tonight. He's taking advantage. For a chance to win a VIP World Series experiment. Compliments of Scott's. What an experience it would be to take advantage of that. Boy, you couldn't have said it better than that right there. What a difference a year does make. Playing out the string last season, starting in July. Right back through the box into center field. It's a base hit for Matt Cain. He's got 9 hits this year. One of them a home run. Cain took it right back where it came from, and he is on.
Very first pitch of the inning. Fastball out over. Whack right back up the box. Nice piece of hitting right there from Matt Cain. His last outing in Colorado, he homered to center field.
And so now Justin Christian played his college ball at Auburn and Missouri State as well. Pushes that bunt to the right side. Joe better hurry. He drops down a sacrifice bunt, moving Kane, the pitcher, into scoring position in front of Jeff Keppinger. I'll tell you, if I played in 884 minor league games, I'm looking at driving the gap.
Well, unless your manager tells you to put a sacrifice bunt down, then
totally different.
Then you've had enough games in the minor leagues. You don't want any more.
Curious if he did right there.
I think he did. I think that was probably a sacrifice bunt. Take your chances with Keppinger and Beltran.
First pitch,
take your chances with Beltran. Who's got it?
It is McDonald. That was a good changeup, wasn't it?
Very good changeup. Keppinger an easy out, one pitch. And I think also because of the success that Beltran has had against left-handed hitting, they're going to try to take two cracks at it.
How do you handle Beltran? It's very early in the ball game.
I pitch him carefully. If you can get him to chase something out of the zone, great. Deal with the rookie on deck. Even though he's a dangerous rookie, he's got big-time power. But I'm making a rookie beat me in this situation and not a perennial all-star.
Beltran takes the pitch outside. That may be what we're about to witness. Brett Pill waits on deck. Big power numbers in the minor leagues and just a cup of coffee so far in the big leagues. Carlos bouncing ball. Roberts plays it in his belt. The Giants end up giving it out away in a sac bunt, and they come up empty with Keppinger and Beltran.
Joe Saunders continues to roll.
Giants are scoreless. Tonight's Text Bowl is presented by your local Valley Kia retailers. By texting to vote, you consent to receive a message from Kia Motors of America. Now, the D-backs on the verge of clinching. If they do, which player are you most excited to see experience playoff baseball for the very first time? If you say Willie Bloomquist, A, Lyle Overbay, B, J.J. Putz, who 9 seasons has never made it to the postseason, or John McDonald, who has gone 13 seasons without tasting the postseason. 36929 will have the results later in the game. It would be great to see all of those guys clinch and move on to the postseason. Gentlemen, back up to you.
Good question, Brad. Look forward to seeing how the folks think about it. They're all deserving. They've all pitched in.
It's tough to say who, but man.
This man, not a bad guy to vote for. He is 37 years old tomorrow. What a way to wake up.
We won't sing it to him, but we'll tell him happy early birthday.
He digs in. Puts it on the ground and into center field. McDonald is on the move.
Boy, everybody first pitch swinging tonight, aren't they?
Oh, you're talking about it an inning ago. You see Kane there. Kane actually had a hit in that last inning.
On the first pitch.
On the first pitch. That was a 5-pitch inning last half.
A first pitch base hit by Kane. Well, this is a first pitch base hit by McDonald, but the last thing is a first pitch base hit by Kane, a first pitch sacrifice bunt, a first pitch pop up to the shortstop, and then a 2-pitch out off of Beltran. So Joe Saunders, even though he gave up a base hit, had a 5-pitch inning, as you said.
Fabulous for Joe. They're looking for the bunt. Really in is DeRosa. He drops it down. It is a good one.
All of a sudden, Joe becoming a bunter.
He struggled really badly with it, too. That's his 4th overall. Last couple of outings, though, he's locked in, hasn't he?
They'll get a dugout full of high fives there. And a smile on the faces of Ian Kennedy, Daniel Hudson. Yeah, look at you bunting. I see you. And that's just beautifully done. Deadens it right off the end of the bat. You can see DeRosa was right in his belt buckle, so you have to put it right there as a beautiful sacrifice. Now, who's going to scratch first here, Darren Sutton?
Well, that's the question of the hour. I know a lot of our viewers hope that it's the home team, the team in white. The team that for many will be celebrating for the first time tonight. Should they do so? Well, Kane's sitting up on a third, and he nearly threw it away. McDonald out of the baseline. He is out. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Kane better thank Mark DeRosa. Great idea, but he almost threw it away.
It's really a good play by Kane. First and foremost, you don't see it, but boy, he made a great play. And then, boy, DeRosa saved his bacon and then some. Now, all of a sudden, because of that, there's no longer a runner in scoring position. Great play by Kane and DeRosa to get that out.
And so now Aaron Hill, his 28th game with the Diamondbacks, hitting comfortably over 300. In more than 100 games with Toronto, he hit just .225. Hill tripled back in the first inning. He takes a breaking ball. That one misses outside. Aaron will be 30 next season, should he be playing for the Diamondbacks. He will do so at 30 years old. The Diamondbacks own an option on his services for next season.
Oh, man. Waited a little too long on that changeup, didn't he?
Of course, for Hill, the magical seasons back-to-back had big power. In 2009, he had 36 home runs. He hit .286. Last year, the batting average dropped a bunch, but he still homered 26 times.
Oh, man, that one just missed those hands. He threw it right at his hands, and he was able to, you don't like to get your hands hit by a pitch. Look how close that was to his hands. He missed it, fortunately. That's where fingers, all kinds of small little bones in your hands called metacarpals. Easy to break those.
2-1 the count.
Little biology lesson there.
Well done. Breaking ball, popped it up. Well, when you make a move for a player, you hope he can impact the race. That's an obvious statement. Mr. Hill has done just that. He is 6 of 12 since coming over from Toronto against the Giants. That's how you impact the race.
Doggone right. Kevin Towers, his beautiful wife, Kelly.
2-2 the count.
I have to be the first to tell my boss that he overachieved.
Way over his skis is
Well,
what you're
sure.
saying? Okay. Now you've known him a lot longer than I, so I'll stay away from saying that. I'm still kind of the young announcer in that area.
No, I mean, do the math. Film doesn't lie.
2-2 the count. Roberts takes off. Swing and a miss. Doesn't matter. It's strike 3. Still feeding off the aggression of these Diamondbacks with breaking balls. is Mr. Kane. Bring it to you. Find out more about it. Chase Field. Go to the interactive kiosk near section 111 during regular season home games. There's a winner every time. Gila River Casinos.
MLB.com's at Bat 11 for your iPhone, iPad, BlackBerry, and Android phone, plus live baseball at your fingertips. Follow the D-backs in real time with play-by-play. Plus, get real-time box scores and video highlights. At Bat includes audio so you can listen and watch every game. Visit dbacks.com today, or get more details about MLB at Bat.
Oh, and the count to Brett Pill.
That was a struggle.
You'll be all right.
That was a struggle. Holy Moses. I just officially butchered the English language with that.
Hey, it's even,
folks. It's been 2 days since we've been on the air. I'm out of practice.
Well, it's even spring training for the broadcast.
Well, no, it's not. There's 6 games left in the season.
Okay.
No, that was just awful. I'm sorry, folks.
0-2 the count to Brett Pill. Bouncing ball, that'll head into center field. So Pill with the single, and in his time in the big leagues now, 11 of 32 as a Giant. Again, homered 25 times in AAA while hitting .312.
Third baseman Mark DeRosa.
Speaking English like a mail order bride.
As I said earlier, Gracie, it's spring training for all of us.
Well, evidently still for me. Good fastball, didn't get the call, but still a good fastball at the knees.
You know what Kirk Gibson always says? If you have a tough first at bat, I need your chin up because you might win a ball game for us. You have 2 more reads, Gracie. I need your chin up.
Okay, chin's up. I'm gonna heed Gibby's advice. I'm gonna deal with it.
Milwaukee, they've got the house rocking at Miller Park. Ryan Braun. 4-1 is the score.
Is Ryan Braun possibly MVP? You got to give it to Matt Kemp.
Well, he's possibly the MVP. He's possibly the MVP. I think a big weekend here and a big week.
The Dodgers may have 2 Triple Crown winners. Clayton Kershaw on the pitching half with wins, ERA, and strikeouts. And then Matt Kemp on the offensive end with batting average, home runs, and RBIs.
2-0 the count to Mark DeRosa. Saunders looking for a ground ball. He gets it. And he gets yet another double play. A firm ground ball, but for Saunders, that is 26 double plays rolled up this year.
And a really good play by Aaron Hill. The in-between hop, he catches it cleanly, then the backhand flip. Boy, McDonald, I don't know if he ever actually had this ball. He got rid of it so quickly. These two have worked together for a long time with the Blue Jays, and that's just an easy double play. It's becoming routine with Joe Saunders, isn't it?
You better be ready. I mean, if you're a defender, especially on the infield, you better stay on your toes when Joe is on his game. Since 2009, he's rolled up 77 double plays. That puts him amongst the game's elite. That one is chopped, and it's a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes to count on Brandon Belt.
The Giraffe. I'll tell you what, it's kind of cool that you've only been in the big leagues, what, a couple of months, and you've already got people wearing giraffe hats. I promise to read better as the night goes on, folks. No score.
Deal with it. Game. Magic number 1 tonight. AT&T trivia question. Name the 4 teams in the last 10 years to miss playoffs the year after winning the World Series. The year after winning it all. Good question. Think about it. Here is Justin Upton to lead it off. Breaking ball, a dandy. He drops that one in for strike 1. He's leaned on the slow curveball quite a bit tonight, hasn't he?
Well, I think the word is out, especially with the San Francisco Giants, that the Arizona Diamondbacks like to hit fastballs. Every team likes to hit fastballs. Matt Cain's got a good bunch of off-speed pitches going tonight. And because of that first curveball, that makes that fastball right down the middle look that much quicker to Justin Upton. Good pitch.
Justin hitting .275 here in the month of September. That's in 19 games. He's got 5 home runs this month, though. As that fastball sails up and in, and he didn't budge. Every time a Diamondback knocks one out of here, it's $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association, donated by Fulton Homes. Did he on a breaking ball away? No, he didn't. That was close.
That was real close. Like Paul Elmo said, not quite far enough. Let's take a look. It had to be close. No, he checked it up. That's a good call. Paul Elmo's been right on the button all night. All of them have.
2-2 again backs him out of there.
Somehow that missed him.
Upton this year, we know it. We've documented it. He has been hit 18 times, and he has also hit the Giants 18 times. 18 hits and 56 at bats, hitting .321 against San Francisco this year. A little number off the end of the bat.
Do a good breaking ball there. And Justin, like a good hitter, spoil it. You might get a mistake here or ball 4.
And one of the reasons, if you're the Diamondbacks, you want to open at home, is they just hit much more effectively at home. This guy's right at the top of the list.
They're just, well, like a lot of teams, they're just a much better team here at home.
3-2 the count.
Oh,
breaking
baby.
ball outside, strike 3 on the corner. That was the slider.
That one buckled him. Good pitch. You can see the knees buckle, and Justin knew it.
All right, Miguel Montero. He struck out back in the first inning. As we mentioned a couple of days ago, it was a very good day to be Miguel Montero. Well, if you're around Miguel every day, it's a good day to be him.
I don't know too many days it's not.
Breaking ball, a strike. Curveball there. A couple of days back to win the series over the Pirates and shrink that magic number, Montero was 3 of 4. He homered. It was his 18th homer. Had a really big day. He's in the middle of a 5-game hitting streak right now. And he's got the big old swing going tonight, 0-2. The difference in a younger Upton and a younger Montero from the championship team of 07, they'll tell you when they know they're overswinging. They do their best to work on it. Into the dirt it goes. They have coaches. Don Baylor is down there to guide them, but they're pretty good at instructing themselves. When you put in 4 or 5 years in the big leagues, you're no longer a young player. Outside, 2-2. You're morphing into a veteran at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So if you hear in the playoffs, should Arizona wrap it up and make it, national broadcasters talk about a young club. That's not really the case. Montero gives that one a ride to center.
Yeah, young, but yet experienced. You can be young and still have plenty of experience.
One of the true younger guys. Now, if you're going to say he's young, he's stepping into the batter's box in Paul Goldschmidt. With a little bit more on Paul, we bring in Brad. Brad, what do you have for us?
Well, if you notice Paul Goldschmidt, a lot of times he'll take a rather unique practice swing. He doesn't swing all the way over and turn his hands over. He says it's sort of a mechanism for him because he has a tendency to swing up and try to lift the ball too much. So this helps him drive down on the ball and also takes him the opposite way. He says that obviously hitting is balancing mental and physical, and this is just one way for him that helps him drive the ball down, and he's been pretty successful so far.
Good stuff, Brad. Not a full practice swing right there. Oh, 0-2 the count. Coming back our way. That's a sign up above us. It drops down below. We'll do it again, 0-2. Paul has never been able to be on a field in a celebration. In college, his team won the regular season, not the conference tournament.
Really? He's always played on lousy teams, huh?
High fly ball into left center field. Oh, boy. Some poor communication between Christian and Bell.
Let the big fella take it.
Ooh. 4 teams in the last 10 seasons to miss the playoffs the year after. The 07 Cardinals, the 06 White Sox, the Marlins, and the Angels in 2003. Of course, the Angels beat the Giants in the 2002 World Series. 1-0 the count, Orlando Cabrera. Now, Cabrera a couple of years back was an Angel and a postseason Angel. Giants are hoping he'd be that lucky rabbit foot that he has been the last 4 years. He drives that one. Nothing lucky about that one. It's gone. Just maybe he is. Who knows?
First homer as a San Francisco Giant. Wow.
And just his 5th overall this season. Cabrera, who had homered earlier this year as an Indian visiting in this ballpark against J.J. Putz, gives the Giants, they strike first, a 1-0 lead.
He got a change up, and it looked like he was a little bit out in front, but he keeps his hands back. And he just finishes and drills it. So the Giants strike first in their half of the 5th. It makes you wonder the way Matt Cain's going. That may be enough.
Whiteside trying to bunt for a hit.
Thank you. Nice play by Montero.
Pitcher Matt Cain.
I tell you, if I'm having a tough year and I've got just 8 doubles and 2 triples with 4 homers, I'm wanting to drive it in the gap.
That's a couple times now you'd like to see maybe San Francisco Giants try and drive it in the gap.
I mean,
like Orlando Cabrera just hit it in the seats.
I mean, I'm inspired if I'm Whiteside. Guy's first homer as a Giant. You're in a hitter-friendly ballpark. You're not in San Francisco. I'll bunt when I get back to San Francisco.
Well, it's really not a hitter-friendly ballpark. I mean, a lot of Cy Youngs have been won here, 20-game winners.
Because they pitched very well in this hitter-friendly ballpark. And they have put it out of their heads. That's exactly right.
They pitched well here. So it's pitcher ballpark, folks.
It's nothing resembling one. 1-2 the count to Cain. By the way, the Brewers are done. They beat the Florida Marlins 4-1. They're rocking in Milwaukee. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 to Cain. And they are also now all gathered in Milwaukee in that ballpark. And they will, I would imagine, gather together and watch the Chicago Cubs St. Louis Cardinals game. That game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. Chicago leads St. Louis 4-1. If Chicago wins, St. Louis, they are eliminated from the division race, and the Brewers will win the Central Division title. So their magic number 2, they've trimmed it to 1 with the victory. Bouncing ball. Christian, he can run, and he is on. Justin, who dropped down a bunt back in the 3rd inning, opting not to drive it in the gap, picks up a hit this time.
Second baseman Judge Keppinger.
CenturyLink high-speed internet, high-speed pitch. Keppinger hitless in 2 tries tonight. Had a really good year last year, did Keppinger. Played his college baseball as a Georgia Bulldog in the SEC. Hit .288 last year in Houston. And he just doesn't strike out. Outside, and 1-0 the count to Keppinger. Well, you keep an eye on Christian if you're Joe, and you know how effective he is in doing so. As this young man, even though he's at first played in nearly 900 minor league games, in that time he's stolen 341 bases in the minor leagues.
He's got a big lead.
Giants have 7 hits already in this ball game to Arizona's 2.
They've had plenty of base runners, but Joe Saunders either from pickoffs or double play balls. He's kind of been in cruise mode. One long ball here to lead off the inning by Orlando Cabrera, and that's been it.
You've got Beltran waiting on deck. This is the guy, and you'll have to get him on a contact play. There we go. That's the guy you want to get in Keppinger. Just keep it off the sweet spot of the bat because you're not going to strike him out. Joe's 30 years old now. He's been to the postseason twice with the Angels. Faced the Yankees, faced the Red Sox in back-to-back years in 08 and 09. Fly ball right. Justin Upton is back, and Justin puts it away. San Francisco Giants, they're on the scoreboard. The veteran Cabrera, he's been to the postseason the last 4 years with 4 different teams.
Go ahead. I like the clinch sign. That's kind of big league, but that's probably that's probably one of the easiest fly balls. Look at him again. There is no communication. Well, that's a first baseman playing left field is what's happening. I got it, dude. Okay.
Well, again, backing up the sign, the pitcher's ruling first baseman. They're out there trying to play left field. It's tough to do.
That's heartbreaking.
I want to tell you, that is a fabulous sign, folks.
One of the more minor league signs you'll ever see. And 1 pitch, 1 out off the bat of Chris Young.
Gerardo Parra. Well, the way he pulled that bat out of the way, that almost could have been interpreted as a bunt.
I don't think he did pull it out of the way.
I mean, he popped it forward. That almost was a swing. That was bizarre.
I guess the judge is by intent, and I guess they ruled that there was no intent to actually try to bunt that baseball. It was more, I don't know what it was.
This is what we saw a moment ago. I mean,
holy smokes.
1-1 the count.
That goes against everything you're supposed to do when you're taking a pitch as a bunter.
Let me go ahead and bunt through the ball and then take it. 1-2 the count, Parra. Parra hitting .296 coming in. I want to talk about where he ranks amongst his colleagues. That one is bounced. Ranging over to make the play is Keppinger. I mean, this is the kind of year where Parr needs to be mentioned now at this point. Batting average, you can see what he has done, right around 300. Obviously, Ryan Braun and Matt Holliday, they live in another stratosphere.
Of course.
But Parr has earned the right to start, and he is one of the better defensive left fielders. Now, of those four there, Gerardo Parra, far and away the best defender amongst that quartet. So he's just done a nice job in earning a chance with a breakout year.
Does Carlos Lee actually have a glove?
He does.
He does?
He does. He plays left field.
Oh.
McDonald takes outside. We've always said of Carlos Lee, and I don't think any of us are off base when we say it, that as a left fielder, he has had a Hall of Fame career as a hitter. That pitch is outside. That's exactly right.
Right out in left field. He's kind of like Ferdinand the Bull. He just kind of likes to sit out there and smell the flowers.
Kind of moved him in. He's playing some first now. Not as much left anymore. McDonald pops that one up and into the seats. Our Key and Text poll. You're loving on Willie Bloomquist. You voted for all of them.
It's a Sun Devil thing.
That's exactly right. First Sun Devil to ever play for the Diamondbacks. Lyle had a brief call-up in 2001. JJ receiving a lot of respect just for what he's meant to this club. Hit hard, but right at second base. McDonald is erased. We've played 5. The San Francisco Giants 1. The Arizona Diamondbacks nothing. They're pulling for you, Willie.
San Francisco. Be here next Wednesday as the D-backs take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the final stretch of the regular season. It's Fandemonium presented by Fry's, which means fans can win great prizes all game long. To buy a ticket, call 602-462-4600 or log on to dbacks.com/Fandemonium. That was a little better.
Much better. That was a single to right center, so good job by you.
Well, you got to give me a double down the line there. Come on.
Carlos Beltran, switch hitter. He digs in. He's got 390 of those doubles in his career and more than 1,000 RBIs. And he takes a pitch. Pitcher's pitch on the outside. 0-1 the count. Puerto Rican born, 34 years old. It's a free agency winner for him. Ranging with a diving play behind him, McDonald, but Beltran went down. Went down in the box.
He's okay, but another great play by John McDonald. Another great play. I mean, as it turned out, we'll never know because Beltran fell down coming out of the box. But with Ryan Roberts diving right in front of you, he kicked the bat, tripped over the bat. The dive right in front, and yet he still gets rid of it. A perfect strike across the diamond. Well, he's doing it tonight, isn't he?
In a 1-0 game at this point, the Diamondbacks may look back should they rally as they do so often and win this game late. And thank Mr. McDonald for all of his defense tonight. Pill, this time Roberts. And in time for the second out. The ground balls just keep on coming from the left arm of Saunders.
Yeah, Joe Saunders once again terrific here tonight. So far to this point, he's being outpitched in a terrific pitcher's duel by Matt Cain. But what Joe Saunders doing anything and everything he can to keep his team close.
DeRosa takes a fastball that is up and away to a man who originally was a Brave to begin his major league time, Mark DeRosa. DeRosa shoots that one to right. There goes Justin toward the line. Upton. Got it. Another brisk inning for Joe Saunders. How about a 6-pitch inning for the left-hander? Been all about the pitchers. The pitchers tonight, including Matt Cain, who is looking for his 13th win of the year with a very comfortable 2.9 ERA in the season. A fine defensive play. Mark DeRosa ending things with McDonald. And so Matt Cain, you bet his defense has been there for him. Joe Saunders, one mistake.
That's been it.
That was it, and it's a 1-0 score. Otherwise, Joe has been right where he was last time out, and that's dominating.
But Matt Cain has been fabulous. A triple by Aaron Hill in the first inning with one out. He was stranded, and he has been absolutely unthreatened since that first inning.
Change up, nub foul toward the dugout. Let's go back to that triple, Gracie, that you mentioned from Hill. The Diamondbacks, I'm sure, hope they don't look back on that because Hill tripled and Upton and Montero really overly aggressive, and Cain took advantage. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That's exactly right. The two middle-of-the-order guys just got way over-aggressive, trying to do too much in those situations. All you needed was a little ground ball somewhere, and it was 1-0. Instead, Justin struck out on 3 pitches, chasing pitches out of the zone, as did Miguel Montero.
Hanging around. That one is lined into the seats. 1-2 the count. Great crowd tonight. Tomorrow's game is a sellout. We really look forward to that atmosphere. Stay tuned. We'll see what this atmosphere may turn into tonight in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Eric Surkamp is working tomorrow, and he will work against Ian Kennedy as the crowd packed looks on here at Chase. Kennedy looking for his 21st win of the year. That sets up Ian Kennedy should they qualify these Diamondbacks to start game 1 on Saturday. Breaking ball popped foul.
Joe Saunders putting a tough at bat on Matt Cain, he's only thrown 65 pitches. Matt Cain, he's been terrific, economical, as has Joe Saunders. But Matt Cain just has not broken.
The 1-2, that's a bouncing ball. That's a diving play over there, and a nice one. Brett Pill picking up Matt Cain. Joe Saunders, for a pitcher especially, put a nice at bat on it.
It's a big play right there now. One out. Instead of bringing up the top of the order with the fella on, Pill diving to his right. A nice play to the backhand side. And a quick easy out.
Kennedy also set up, by the way, should the worst case scenario occur, going back to what Gibson talked about earlier today, he would pitch a one-game playoff Thursday if the 0-6, 6-0 occurs with the Diamondbacks winless and the Giants undefeated the rest of the way. As that one is outside to Ryan Roberts. 1-0 the count. Tim Lincecum pitches on Sunday against Josh Colmenter. Tap man do. The 1-0.
Got him to chase a high changeup. 1-1.
By the way, Ryan Roberts' bobblehead night is tomorrow night.
All right. That's going to be big league.
Well, I'm told that it does have the Roberts tattoos on.
Well, it has to.
The 1-1. Bouncing ball, and it's a foul ball.
Well, just a steady diet of changeups from Matt Cain, really since that first inning, Darren.
Quick reminder, APS Energy assists to the game. Turn in your second refrigerator and save money. We'll pick up your old fridge and pay you $30, and we'll take it away for you. 1-2.
We will, or they will?
The 1-2. Off the end of the bat.
I have a feeling you and I won't.
Love outdoor baseball in this ballpark.
It's a gorgeous ballpark it's gorgeous with the roof closed, but it's special on nights like tonight. There's a fastball middle, and it's popped up.
Hill calls off the catcher Eli Whiteside, and he puts it away. You talk about Cain. This is his 33rd start. The team is 18-14 when he starts. And in his 32 starts this year, he has had 2 runs or fewer support in 20 of his 32 starts.
Well on his way to doing that again tonight.
Now, some of those games, they score after he leaves, or they score late and they win the game. Breaking ball is outside. I mean, it's almost a small victory for Cain to be over 500. And I mean strictly with luck.
He's with luck. He's that talented.
The 1-0. Breaking ball is outside. Speaking of talented, Aaron Hill ahead. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. And the Milwaukee Brewers are celebrating in their home clubhouse in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They have won the Central Division title. Line drive, base in left center field. The Diamondbacks hope to do some celebrating tonight. Hill's looking for extra bases. He's got him.
Aaron Hill trying to take this offense and put it on his shoulders. A triple in the first. Now a double here with 2 out in the 6th. He's got 2 of the 3 hits for these Arizona Diamondbacks tonight off Matt Cain. Change up, bang, he goes down and just rips it into left center. Justin Christian gets over there, but it's time for, especially with 2 outs, it is time to try to get in scoring position. It's time to take that extra base. And Aaron Hill gets in there with a dive.
So now Upton. Did he go to school on his at-bat back in the first?
Oh, he got a fastball down the middle. A little over-aggressive there. Maybe swung a little too hard, and he was beaten by it.
to make the play is Brandon Belt. Upton comes up empty. The Diamondbacks waste another extra base hit. It's college football, both channels beginning at 9 on Fox Sports Arizona, SMU Memphis, followed by Cal and Washington. Fox Sports Arizona Plus, UCLA at Oregon State at 12:30, followed by Florida Atlantic and Auburn. For channel listings, log on to foxsportsarizona.com. And then, of course, the Diamondbacks tomorrow night going toe-to-toe with the San Francisco Giants. That game was not initially on the television schedule. Diamondbacks baseball will cap off your college football Saturday, if that's possible. We'll be glad to spend our Saturday evening with all of you. Have a great day tomorrow. For Saunders, it's been a great night tonight outside of one pitch.
One pitch, it's all it's been, and that's been more than enough for San Francisco to take a 1-0 lead. Joe Saunders trying to keep these Giants right there, and he throws some gas right by Brandon Belt to start the Giants after the 7th inning.
It's getting to that moment in the game, folks, where Kirk Gibson brags on his team that they're different, they're wired differently. That's a hot shot off the glove of Goldschmidt. And Brandon Belt, again, stunningly, is a much better hitter in the big leagues against lefties and righties.
Well, he took a change up right in the middle of the zone, and he just smokes it past a diving Paul Goldschmidt.
Andres Torres is the pinch runner, and he will stay in and play left field the rest of the game. Boy, Bruce Bochy sacrificed bunting earlier. Pinch running now. He's doing everything he can to
desperate manager
to score runs. You know, you speak of that desperation. There is the rumblings around the Giants that if in fact they were to pull it off tonight, that they would move up Lincecum on short rest and Vogelsong if need be on short rest on Sunday. But in speaking with a lot of the Giant folks, and a lot of them that cover them, and a member of the coaching staff of the Giants as well, they won't do that. That they will not bring back. It will be Eric Surkamp tomorrow,
who's been pretty doggone good.
Well, you bet, and a good chance for a part of your future to learn an awful lot about himself. Andres Torres out there, good speed. And of course, if you're Joe Saunders, it's the immediately thought in your mind, and watch him attack. Down and away, changeups. He wants another double play. Instead, it's a hot shot, base hit left field. Torres will stop there because of the arm of Parra, who actually stood there for a moment trying to bait Torres. Torres is a lot smarter than that. Couple of runners on in front of Eli Whiteside.
Well, now you don't have anybody up in the bullpen, so that I would think that's going to keep Eli Whiteside from bunting here in this situation, because you got Matt Cain on deck. Let's see what Bruce Bochy decides to do. I would imagine he's got to let Eli Whiteside swing the bat, don't you think?
Well, absolutely. I don't know if you ask Matt Cain to drive in runs. A 127 hitter coming in. Just a big chance for Whiteside. And he checks his swing on a changeup away.
What I'm saying, nobody throwing, so obviously you're not going to use a pinch hitter in this situation. Not this situation, but the on-deck situation, which is Matt Cain.
Ziegler starting to warm for the Diamondbacks. Joe is at 77 pitches, but the Giants bullpen quiet. 1-1.
He's going to continue to throw that sinker, trying to get that much-needed ground ball.
Well, they want to talk about it.
John McDonald wanting to know if they're changing signs. In case Andres Torres is maybe relaying something out there.
Crowd starting to bang around in their seats a little bit behind Joe Saunders, trying to get him through this inning.
That's what it was. Kemp went out to the mound to do that wraparound move.
Changeup, a dandy pitch. Nibbled that one away, and Whiteside could not leave it alone.
Not only the change, but the location. Knee-high outside corner. Nothing at all Whiteside can do with that one.
Whiteside takes it right out of the catcher's mitt. That changeup, by the way, is what caused him to be so late there. On 1-2. Into the dirt. Miguel's there for him.
Nicely done by Montero. It's 2-2.
These Diamondbacks started off really struggling against the Giants. As a matter of fact, Arizona opened the season 1-7 against San Francisco. Well, since then they pieced it back together. They've gone 5-2 in games when they had to. The 2-2. Bouncing ball. There's your double play yet again.
Joe Saunders is a magician when the double play is in order. And so is John McDonald and Aaron Hill. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that. A changeup down. And it is just hit right to John McDonald. And the rest is easy to take care of. Boy, what a huge double play ball.
Worst case scenario there for Bochy.
That's exactly right. That's why you were wondering just maybe if there might be a pinch hitter in this situation. That way you could drop the bunt, stay out of the double play.
Roberts, McDonald behind. He's been fabulous all night long at short. And Joe cleans it up. Like Houdini, constantly escaping with the double play.
Diamondbacks Live, the postgame show. We understand we have been excommunicated from our broadcast location, so Joe Borowski is already measuring things. Joe, you want the 74-inch plasma?
74-inch.
And the Perrier, right?
No, absolutely.
You're going to bring your own cooler?
Of course.
All right, we're moving into the booth, Darren and Mark. We have lots to talk about tonight, and obviously we hope you're downstairs celebrating. But if not, I'm going to be over to your right in Mark's seat. I think Joe's going to be in Darren's seat. Coming up in a bit. Looks good.
What's going on there, Darren?
Now we slide back in right in front of the guys. Thank you guys, by the way.
They looked awful comfortable in our booth up here.
I'm just fine by that.
I mean, Joe Borowski taking measurements and everything for a 74-inch big screen.
Justin Christian is now in left field. He moves over. Torres is in center field. Bruce Bochy was so adept at those defensive moves in the postseason last year. We'd always see Pat Burrell sitting on the bench the last couple of innings. This is a different kind of situation for him now. No one knew at that point who Justin Christian was.
Well, now it's time for the Diamondbacks to use that momentum that Joe Saunders has provided by getting out of that nasty inning in the top of the 7th inning. Diamondbacks looking for a spark. Maybe, just maybe, Joe Saunders delivered it with that beautiful double play ball, then the easy out to get out of it.
There is no more clutch team in Major League Baseball than the Arizona Diamondbacks. When it gets late in ball game, 7th inning or later, and the game is 1 down, 1 up, or tied, these are the best hitters in baseball collectively. They have been that way all year long. That average of 281 betters Texas, who is second, by 19 points. That OPS of 803 betters Detroit by 60 points. Breaking ball is high, 2-1 the count. It's amazing that a manager who was clutch has managed to have a team take on his persona. Many have tried as managers, many have failed. Popped foul up and into the seats it goes. 2-2 the count. And Montero's near the top of that list of guys that hit later in the ball game when the chips are down.
Seems like the bigger the situation, the better he hits.
Bouncing ball, that's a foul ball.
It's nice to have that tag, isn't it? Clutch.
It is, and there's no way you can statistically define it. I think you, as a former player, you just know it when you see it.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys, if you give him a chance to beat you, he's going to beat you. And there's a lot of really good players, Darren, that don't fall into that category. They don't beat you, but they'll blow you out. Gas right by him. Got him to chase upstairs.
Yeah, he fed on the aggression. He has been doing it all night long. We really cannot overlook Kane at all tonight.
Oh, how can you? He's been fabulous. 3 hits through 6 1/3. He's gotten Justin Upton a couple times in big situations. Now Paul Goldschmidt. He's flied out to right and flied out to left.
Paul's first major league home run came against Tim Lincecum. His second came against the Houston Astros. Mark Melancon, who was trying to close the game, he pinch hit. He tied the game. That was a game back on August the 11th when the Diamondbacks were struggling, to say the least, with the Houston Astros.
Oh, sure. Just missed the inside corner. 2-1 on Goldschmidt.
In that game, they were trailing 5-1. It was one of many comebacks. This young man, in one night, learned how to pinch hit with power. Inside, 3-1 the count.
I think right there, Matt Cain just realizing, man, I've got a 1-run lead. It's getting late. I've got a guy in the batter's box, and if I make a mistake, he's going to tie it up. So if I miss, I'm going to miss inside. Let's see what he goes with. 3-1. Missed with a slider, ball 4.
The tying run is on.
That's a lot of respect for a rookie, isn't it?
I mean, here's a young man with all of 138 at bats.
But I also think that Matt Cain has seen what Paul Goldschmidt's done to Tim Lincecum up there.
His first big league hit was against Matt Cain. He remembers him. Here's Chris Young. Young has popped to short, fly to center field. 20 home runs this year, just 4 of them in the second half.
Oh, boy, he got a good one to swing at there. But he took it on the inside corner.
Matt Cain feels like he's been around for a long time.
He's young, but he has been around a long time.
26 years old.
And he is, in my opinion, a grizzled veteran. How fabulous was he in the postseason last year for the San Francisco Giants?
In 1-1 the count.
Just delivering a message there. Had no intention at all to throw a strike there. Just wanted to back him off the plate, probably to set up something off speed.
It's Hernandez now working in the pen.
In case they get down to Joe Saunders' spot.
High fly ball, well struck toward the gap in left center field, toward the wall. It's off the base of the wall. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt. The relay. We're tied.
Crushed right off the base of the wall, 413 feet away. And by the time they get it in, Goldschmidt picking him up and putting him down, going in head first. He's safe. And the Diamondbacks, as you said, showing some clutch. And this crowd is loving it.
Here they go again. The most dangerous team late in ball games in the game. Torres steps out.
All because, Darren, of pitching carefully to Paul Goldschmidt right before the double in the gap. This place is loud.
Pitch is high, 1-0 the count. Chris Young, since September the 9th, is hitting about 370. His on base is over 500. He's been so patient. He went a month as they will intentionally walk Parra. Chris Young went a month where he hit a little bit over 100.
But in his Diamondback career, Darren, he's had a flair for the dramatic. Nobody's had more walk-off hits than Chris Young. And I don't know if the Diamondbacks have had a bigger hit this year than that one.
Parra is on McDonald now. Parra gives him a big clap of the hands as he trots to first.
And John McDonald has waited 37 years of his life for this moment right here. He's never played in the postseason, John McDonald. He got traded along with Aaron Hill for Kelly Johnson. And when he came over, he said, this is what I've lived my career for, to play in big games in September. Well, guess what, John McDonald? You're getting your wish, young man.
How little was he able to play as a starter in Toronto as a bench guy? He started 10 games in Toronto. He has started 13 in Arizona.
And he has been a highlight film today out at shortstop. He's also gotten a base hit back in the third, trying to take the lead.
McDonald looks at a curveball that is low, 1-0 the count. Played his college baseball at Providence. Grew up in Connecticut. The 1-0. Breaking ball to dandy. 1-1 the count. A beautiful slider on the outside.
Well, you can't deliver any better than Matt Cain just did. There's some intensity on the eyes of Willie Bloomquist. Another guy dying to get to the postseason. Even the youngsters over there dying to get to the postseason. That's what it's all about, folks. These games, these moments.
The 1-1 into the dirt. Whiteside keeps it there. Jeff Blum has a bat. He is on deck. Runners on the move on a hit and run, and he fouls it off.
Oh, they play hit and run right there. Look, thinking they were going to get a fastball for a strike. Instead, Cain went with a breaking ball down and away. Looked like a pretty good jump by both runners. I don't know. I think it's a very good thing that McDonald was able to fight that ball off. It looks like Chris Young would have been a dead duck at third base with just a decent throw from Whiteside. Managerial wheels are spinning as we speak. Gibby and Bochy locking horns.
The 2-2 outside. Now let's watch those runners.
Yeah, decision time for Kirk Gibson. Do you send the runners to try to stay out of the double play? Or do you leave him be and let John McDonald pick out his own?
Cain has only rolled up 6
ballistic
double plays.
Diamondback fans, loudest I've heard all year. Oh, they say.
Runners go. 3-2 popped up right side. Pill will look for real estate. He's got it.
Went with the breaking ball and got the big pop up off the bat of McDonald. Matt Cain, his turn to come up clutch. It's a gutsy pitch, a breaking ball in that situation, but he delivered it Nothing McDonald can do.
And now Jeff Blum.
That was number pitch 101 for Matt Cain. Jeff Blum now with an opportunity to be heroic.
He has only managed 19 games this season. He has spent just as much time in minor league camp, just as much time in rookie ball rehabbing as he has here in the big leagues. But now he has earned this at bat. A hero in October 2005 for the White Sox with a home run. He takes a breaking ball, and it's a dandy, a curveball. 0-1 the count to Blum. Oh, they've seen one another plenty.
Big hole to shoot a ball up the middle. If Blum can get it past Cain. Change-up. First pitch curveball. Second pitch changeup. It looks like right now Matt Cain's going to make somebody beat him with an off-speed pitch. Giant hole to hit the ball through the middle of the diamond. Now it's time to battle if you're Jeff Blum. You're in survival mode, 0-2.
High pop-up. This will reach the seats.
Well, he got a mistake 0-2 pitch with a fastball. It was a little too good to hit, I would imagine, if you're Matt Cain, but he got away with it. Blum was only able to foul it back.
In his career in the regular season, Jeff Blum has just one pinch hit home run, 59 career pinch hits. He's been better in this role the last 4 seasons.
Andres Torres in center field is very shallow.
The 0-2. Change up, strike 3. Blum comes up empty. So, Chris Young with a clutch piece of hitting in a close and late situation, but then Matt Cain money's up. Young with the double. We are tied at 1. You biting your fingernails yet, fans? You anxious a bit? Don't go anywhere. The All-Star when his team needed him. He moneyed up Joe Saunders. 7 innings. He scattered 9 hits, so he hit plenty of bats, but he stranded a bunch. Just 1 earned run. Joe lowers his season ERA for 3.58 on the year. And in the end, should the Diamondbacks win the Western Division tonight, he'll get a large amount of the credit.
As he should. He's going to hand the ball over to David Hernandez. David Hernandez now. He's going to face Justin Christian.
0-1 the count as that one It's a strike to Christian on that sinking fastball. Hernandez touched up a couple of days back, gave up 2 runs in an outing. Goes after the first pitch, a rising fastball. And it was an interesting outing against the Pirates because he threw a lot of changeups, maybe a couple too many. And he ended up being torched by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Derek Lee hit a changeup out for a home run. He's throwing fastballs so far here.
So far, 2 fastballs to Christian. An easy pop up. And if you're going to chase a pitch up around the letters, you got to have some kind of bat speed to catch up with a David Hernandez 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Jeff Keppinger now here with 1 out.
That wide open stance. Roberts even with the bag at third. Outfield very shallow and to right field for Keppinger. They know he will protect. Doesn't pull many balls, especially deep. In 2-0 the count. Well, if you followed the Diamondbacks this year, there's a method to the madness. Now, will that hold up in the postseason? Should they qualify, we'll see. It's get a run, come close, or tie. Get a shutdown inning out of the pen and then go ahead and win it. David trying to give that shutdown inning part of the equation.
Well, you think he's feeling the moment. 97 miles an hour on that 2-0 fastball to Keppinger, and Keppinger was beaten.
In September, David has seen his ERA go from 2.72 to 3.53 on the season. Fastball on the corner, 2-2 the count.
Good pitch, right to the outside corner. Nothing at all Keppinger's going to do with that one.
Trying to get his team back in the dugout. Top of the order due up for the Diamondbacks. Roberts, Hill, and Upton. Fastball in on his hands. Boy, is he a tough customer.
Anytime a guy's got an inside-out swing, as does Jeff Keppinger, you take your chances going inside. Because he just pulls those hands in nicely. That's his natural swing. He's now going to lead for a pinch runner. It's just a beautiful job of getting that elevated fastball and just flipping it out into right center field.
Emmanuel Burris, very good speed for Keppinger.
Is he Emmanuel Burris again now?
He is back to Emmanuel, yes. We know this is going on. Carlos Beltran.
I was going to say, better worry about this guy.
That's 10 hits now for the San Francisco Giants to Arizona's 4. Beltran played to pull on the infield. Roberts way off the line at third, and that's outside. 1-0 the count. Outfield playing him to pull. Maybe a step is all. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Power pitchers, a lot of times will forget about the runners. David has done a nice job this year. Fastball strike. 1-1. I mean, on the season, David's allowed 47 hits and 30 walks. That's plenty of base runners. Just 2 stolen bases while David's been on the mound. 1 thrown out. Very close.
Good quick feet from Hernandez for a big guy. A really big man, David Hernandez, showing very light feet right there on that pickoff move.
Oh, a buckle at first by the umpire. Paul Emmel wanted to call him out, but didn't.
Only being a rookie keeps Paul Goldschmidt from arguing this call. Tough to tell. Looks like it was probably got that hand just inside there quickly. Emlyn emphatic safe after a delay. He's been right all night.
He's had
you got to
a
give him the
great
benefit
night.
of the doubt.
Fastball locked him up. Pickoff throw. He's back in there. This is when all this February and March work starts paying off, you hope, if you're the Diamondbacks. Holding runners close. Montero much more accurate at this time of the season than he was earlier this year. Time is called, and by the way,
Beltran got tired of waiting.
Miguel Montero not taking anything for granted. He and Henry Blanco were out throwing before the game today. Throwing drills. Glenn Sherlock getting ready for tonight. Back. He is just back in there again.
I think that might be the first one Paul Emmels missed tonight. Much shorter lead now for Burris. And now we're going to come out and talk about it.
Well, Montero threw his hands in the air as if he knew there was something he had to get straight in his head. This is part of the evolution of the Arizona catcher that we have watched. He has really blossomed this season. One key you have to remember, mistakes to Beltran go into the seats. And so Hernandez trying to split his mind and split his time between a speedy base runner and the Giants' best hitter right now. Fastball rushed it to the plate. 2-2 the count. It's up and away. Yeah, about twice as many throw-overs to first.
Oh,
breaking ball. He got it.
Oh, what a breaking ball. Beltran cannot believe he got a breaking ball from David Hernandez. You better believe it, Carlos. Look how far out in front Beltran is. What a pitch.
All right, now Brett Pill. Just dying to get his team back in the dugout. The top of the order due up for Arizona. Singled, grounded out, and struck out Pill.
He's a dangerous young hitter with a boatload of power.
Played his college baseball at Cal State Fullerton. He was a national champion in 2004. David Hernandez, his brother, just completed his time at Cal State Fullerton and is now in the Diamondbacks system. Fastball bounced toward the Arizona dugout. 0-1. Kirk Gibson's squad trying to rally as they have done all year long and win a division. Earn a right to go to the playoffs at home for the first time in franchise history. Clinching at home. Fastball outside. What an unlikely bunch they are, folks.
A team that has persevered like, boy, I would imagine not many anybody's ever seen. High on heart, high on guts.
Swing and a miss. It goes to the backstop. Threw him a breaking ball. Miguel couldn't keep it with him.
That is very big there. Yeah, it's strike two, but that is a very valuable 90 feet. Montero couldn't corral that breaking ball in the dirt. Crowd really getting loud, Darren.
Slowly starting to percolate. 1-2 the count.
I think one more breaking ball ought to do it. Let's see what he goes with.
David with the 1-2. Breaking ball high in the zone.
A flinch from Gary Darling, the home plate umpire. He did everything but call it strike three. Watch the little flinch from Gary Darling. Whoop.
2-2 the count. 1-1 the score. David rocks and fires. Breaking ball, strike three, inside corner. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. CenturyLink. Quest is now CenturyLink. Visit CenturyLink.com to learn more. Burris remains at second base. Remember, he ran for Keppinger. Had the attention of Hernandez a lot.
How about some breaking balls to get out of that to strike out Beltran and Pill. All right, can the Diamondbacks answer back here? Ryan Roberts, top of the order. This is where you want it to start.
The 1-0. Breaking ball into left field. Down! Off the glove! Roberts hustling on around. The slide in there. A double for Roberts. Off the glove out there of Christian.
Ryan Roberts coming up with another huge delivery this time. A breaking ball. He rips it into left center. What an effort from Justin Christian. He can't get it. And now, let's go, Gerardo Parra. He's giving it. It looks like Matt Williams wheeling him around. And he gets in there. And look at Ryan Roberts. That's what you expect from Mom's little firecracker. I would imagine Aaron Hill going to be called on to bunt in this situation. This crowd is going crazy.
Squares, drops it down, third base line. Kane picks it up, fires just in time.
Aaron Hill this time disagreeing with Paul Emmel at first base. No time to argue with umpires, but what a great bunt by Aaron Hill. What a beautiful bunt. Ends up being a really good play by Kane. Such a close play at first.
Infield in.
Well, this is where your best players, and all season long, Justin Upton has been the Diamondbacks' best player. Him and Miguel Montero. They're going to walk Justin Upton to try to set up a double play. Now they've got a left-hander working down in the Giants bullpen for Miguel Montero. Now it's a matter of just what Bruce Bochy wants to do. They're walking Upton. That's what that successful sacrifice does. It makes the other manager have to make tough decisions. Now I've got to put Justin Upton on base. I've also got a red-hot hitter in Miguel Montero on deck. What do I do? Oh, my goodness, that one was almost right in the middle of the plate. Justin could have taken a whack at that one. What do you think?
So here comes Bruce Bochy.
He's going to make a change. Matt Cain has been fabulous tonight.
Call to the bullpen has been made. We will step aside. Cain will hand the ball off. He has allowed just 5 hits on the evening. More from Chase right after this. All season long, they have answered the bell and they have continued to fight until the final bell rings. Arizona has been a late club, a successful club, a come-from-behind team. The veteran Lopez takes the baseball and goes to work.
He's a ground ball specialist. He's a submarine left-hander. And they walked Justin Upton to get to this situation. They desperately have to have Miguel Montero hit into a double play. Boy, this is great stuff, isn't it? That's why it's the best game in the world.
Here is Miguel Montero. Has battled lefties, has had a tough year against southpaws. And with regard to Lopez, the last 24 runners he has inherited, he has stranded.
Well, that's amazing. Truly amazing. What you have to do as a hitter here, you have to look for something up in the zone, something around the belt. If it's down around the knees, leave it alone.
High pop-up. Tagging at third is Roberts. Coming on in to the play is Torres, and they won't do it.
Oh, boy, he got away with a pitch right down the middle. Montero got the pitch I was talking about. It was, mid-thigh and right there to hit, and he got a little too overzealous with it, swung a little too hard and got underneath it. That is a center cut fastball in the middle of the plate. But they're not mistakes when you get away with them. One pitch, and that'll be it for Javier Lopez as here comes Boch again to make a change. Huge out.
More from Chase Field right after this. These Diamondbacks trying to grab the lead here in the bottom half of inning number 8. First off, Sergio Romo takes the baseball, a 1.37 ERA. He has inherited 29 runners, only 3 have scored. Paul Goldschmidt began his major league career on August the 1st of this season. He singled against the San Francisco Giants. That's all Arizona needs right now.
Paul Goldschmidt's going to be looking at a bunch of frisbee-type sliders. Romo, one of the best relievers in the game. Not overpowering, but got a great three-quarter arm curveball.
Romo deals it, swing and a miss at the slider, as you said, that sails away. Just got a piece of another slider outside. No balls and 2 strikes. He has been on a big-time roll in that time. Opponents hitting just .089 against him. The 0-2 just shows him a fastball.
Shows him a fastball up and away out of the zone just to show him I'll throw it and try to get you out with this frisbee breaking ball. That's how good his breaking ball is. Everybody in baseball knows he's going to throw it, yet they still haven't hit it.
To right field, Goldschmidt down! 1 run is in, Upton flying around the bases. Here he comes. Goldschmidt to third, a triple for Goldschmidt. The Diamondbacks lead it 3-1. He picked on that hovercraft slider. He didn't try to pull it.
Ryan Roberts scores, and once it gets by Beltran, Upton flying around the bases, and this place is losing its collective mind.
Young takes a breaking ball away. 0-1 the count.
Not a bad idea, just a good breaking ball. Here's the big fella now, J.J. Putz. But the Diamondbacks, they want a little more. Yeah, 2-run lead is nice. Wouldn't hurt to get another here.
Outside corner, no balls, and 2 strikes
How
to
about
count.
Paul Goldschmidt? Battles out of an 0-2 hole and drives it down the right field line. A couple months ago, he was hanging out in Mobile, Alabama. Oh, that's just good to see for the youngster. What a future he's got.
Outside, 1-2 the count.
That's another one of those show-me fastballs from Romo.
Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Good to see Stephen Drew enjoying the spoils of what may be a victory tonight. Paul Goldschmidt's never been in a celebration on a field for any sort of a title. Off the end of the bat, it's rolled to the right side. Paul had a fun story before the game about his rookie ball team. They earned the right to play in the championship in Montana, but they had an off-day clinch. In other words, they were off. The team that was chasing them, they lost, and they just kind of got together, were the champs. And they went on and lost in the rookie ball championship. The 2-2.
Just missed inside, 3-2 now.
But tonight, Paul took matters into his own hands now, didn't he?
Exactly right. He picked up his teammate Miguel Montero, who popped up right in front of him. And one of the toughest right-handers in the game in Romo just answered any questions.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are 3 outs away from a Western Division title. What an inning! Major League triple. Very first one he had ever hit in the big leagues.
Stayed back, waited out that breaking ball away, and drove it past Beltran for 2 runs. And the Diamondbacks, they're going to hand it over to J.J. Putz. Thanks to Paul Goldschmidt. What an incredible run it's been for Goldschmidt just in his short time here in the major leagues.
JJ, since coming off the disabled list with minor elbow problems on July 26th, in 20 and a third innings, has a .89 ERA. He has 22 of his last 22 in saves. This would be the biggest in his career. Mark DeRosa leads it off, fastball away, 1-0 the count. JJ's pitched in the big leagues in 454 games. He's never pitched in the postseason.
Now he's got to calm his nerves out there on the mound. So, as experienced as J.J. Putz is, he is not experienced. He's never saved a game to pop corks on the champagne. He's never done it. So I'm sure his veins are flowing big time. Let's see just how much ice water's in them.
The 2-0 to DeRosa. Line drive, center field, base hit.
And Pablo Sandoval is now going to hit for the San Francisco Giants, representing the tying run.
Sandoval could not start in this ball game. His shoulder injury does not allow him comfortably at all or effectively to hit right-handed. Bochy told us before the game, the moment I have a chance to pinch hit him, I will. And here he is.
And he is a red-hot hitter.
And a pinch running decision made at first as well. That's Brandon Crawford pinch running for DeRosa. He can stay in and play on the infield as well. What a year it's been for Sandoval.
He's a guy that will be free swinging. He can hit it high, low, in or out. What a huge moment.
Can't catch up with that JJ fastball. 0-1 the count, Sandoval. Pablo is 3 for 3 last night with a solo homer. He's the reigning National League Player of the Week, hitting .440 last week. He hit for the cycle, and it was fun to see him hit that triple at Colorado on September 15th. He's the offense right now for San Francisco.
That's exactly right. The offense. This boy can flat out hit.
JJ rocks and fires, chases up, 0-2.
Power on power, back-to-back pitches. The big fella challenging. Sandoval, another big fella in his own right, swinging and fouling it straight back.
Does he go higher than high fastball or split-fingered fastball?
That's the great thing about JJ. He's got those options.
Outside with it, a fastball that dove. 1-2 the count.
Tried to get Sandoval to chase outside, nothing doing. Good 0-2 pitch, though.
The 1-2 from JJ. Split-fingered fastball. Got him!
All those fastballs certainly sped up the bat of Sandoval. Let's take a look at him. Fastball, strike one. Fastball up, strike two. Fastball away, I'm not chasing. Now I've got you sped up. Oh, I'm going to slow you down. What a split finger that was. Now it doesn't get any easier, Darren Sutton, because Orlando Cabrera, yeah, He's got one home run in the National League, and that's tonight. But he kills J.J. Putz in his career. Am I right?
Yeah, he has really taken care of Putz. He homered against him earlier this year. He's 7 of 13 against him career with the home run earlier this season. Popped up, Chris Young. 1 out from a title. Aubrey Huff, the man in large part responsible for a Giants trip to October and a World Series championship may be their final chance here this year. They blame the pull in the infield. Swing and a miss at a split-fingered fastball. Runner on the move. It's popped up. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 strike away.
Well, Diamondback fans, rise. We are witnessing some kind of special moment.
The 0-2 into the dirt. Miguel keeps it with him. The runner moves up in Crawford to second base. No stolen base there for Crawford.
Aubrey Huff has been a thorn in the Diamondbacks' side his entire career. You know he's going to do everything in his power to keep this inning alive for his ball club, to keep his team alive.
The 1-2 rolled, and that is a foul ball into the Giants' dugout. We'll do it again. Huff is also 3 of 6 in his career against JJ. A 20-game winner. A big part of the reason. Guys that some of you might have never heard of. What a year it has been. That man helped change the culture. The 1-2. Popped up. Here comes Chris Young. Still charging. The Diamondbacks are the National League Western Division champions in the year 2011. For the 5th time in this young franchise's history, they are going to October. They are playing with a purpose. One of the game's best stories this year will have more chapters, and they will continue to be written. into the postseason. What a night to be a Diamondback. What a year to be a Diamondback. And what a season to be an Arizona Diamondback fan. On the block to players that were born into this organization, nobody gave them a chance to be here. Not one person, not one expert, no one expected Arizona to be enjoying this night. They have eliminated the defending World Series champions, and the Diamondbacks' magic number is now officially 0. Arizona, the great city of Phoenix, the Valley, Tucson, wherever you may be watching, let the celebration begin. The Diamondbacks are playing baseball, meaningful baseball, in October as they are the 2011 National League Western Division champions. We've got a lot of celebrating to do. We're not going anywhere. Let's get it going. Post-game show. Let's party.
And there you are looking on the field. This is Diamondbacks Live presented by CenturyLink. A look at the celebration that has ensued just behind the pitcher's mound. The Arizona Diamondbacks, National League West champs 2011. Let's get down onto the field right now. Who is with unquestionably the hero of this game. Take it away, Brad.
Well, a little over a month ago, you were down in Mobile as your teammates help you celebrate. What does it feel like to help your team clinch the NL West?
I mean, obviously, it's an awesome feeling, and, you know, we got so many great guys on this team, all the way from the front office, coaching staff, players, and it's, you know, just nice to, you know, get the win for everyone, including the fans.
Have you ever had a chance to celebrate throughout your professional career?
Maybe a little bit, but not like this.
Paul, good job. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Right, we'll send it back to you. Paul Goldschmidt with the 2 RBIs that helped the D-backs clinch the National League West.
Brad, thank you. I would imagine we might check in again with Paul Goldschmidt inside that clubhouse. As I mentioned, Mark Grace and Darren Sutton are going in to get doused, and they will get doused. There is no question about that. I never did get reimbursed for my suit that was destroyed in Milwaukee in 2001. But, Joe, as you watch the guys and the joy here, I think back to 99, they won on the road in San Francisco. 01, as I mentioned, late into the night at Miller Park as they watched the Giants play a game. I can't remember what happened in 02. That's the lost season for me. And then, of course, in 07, they clinched on the road in Denver, Colorado in the last game of the year. I just think this was great. There was a boatload of people here tonight, 42,606. And as Dave Tippett, a guy that I like to pay a lot of attention to, and you're watching the Hogs inside, but the head coach of the Phoenix Coyotes that they cover in the winter, he always talks about the crowd waiting for something to happen. That's what was happening here tonight. They were waiting to dive in on this game, and they got a chance to soak it up, didn't they?
How exciting was that ninth inning right there where J.J. puts out on the mound? You could feel it. This crowd was just waiting to erupt, and boy, did they ever. What a great game that was right there, Todd.
Joe, this is a team to me, and I want to talk more about this much later on into the night with Mark and Darren, but I want to touch on it with you right now. As you see Don Baylor, one of the keys certainly to this team's offensive successes this year, that genuinely likes each other.
Oh, absolutely.
And that doesn't happen every year. And sometimes the teams that hate each other, like the old swinging A's in the mid-'70s, and, of course, the Yankees, the fabled Yankees in the mid to late 1970s, they didn't like each other. That was obvious. But nowadays in the sports world, the way things are, I think you got to get along. And this team genuinely cares for each other, and there goes the champagne.
Oh, yeah, they do. No, they've gotten along. And that was, I think, a key for Kevin Towers on the guys he brought in here.
Sure.
He wanted to bring in good clubhouse guys. He didn't want guys that were going to butt heads, guys that were aloof from the rest of the team. He wanted guys that were going to mix well, who were going to help him out.
Just enjoy this, folks. Saw Kirk Gibson. I don't know if you saw that. He just said, "Where's JJ at?" He's going after the leader of this group. Got him on that Matt Williams, the Kirk Gibson tie gate. There's one of the great stories in all of Major League Baseball, Sean Burroughs. Imagine where he might have been if not picked up by the Arizona Diamondbacks and making a triumphant return. I'm wondering what's going through his mind right now. I saw Chris Young earlier wearing my ski goggles.
Yes.
And I left in Vail in January.
You see, everybody was prepared for tonight. They had him out there. Some guys had more elaborate eyewear than others. Some had the regular goggles, but some guys had some ski gear out.
Yep. I believe there's your owner of the Diamondbacks, Ken Kendrick, who helped advance the change of culture in this organization. Justin Upton. Let's go
see why he's got the ski goggles on.
Yeah. Back. I will be skiing again at some point. And this is what I like. Again, they haven't had a chance to clinch at home. And I think this is a great reminder to Diamondbacks fans, if you're wondering what you should be doing in the next couple of weeks, go ahead and make the investment in this team emotionally, because it's going to be quite a ride, Joe.
Yeah, this is the excitement. You come out, you get a chance to come out and recognize the fans and give them a little part of it too.
Looking forward to hearing Kirk Gibson. going to hazard a guess that he has something that he has thought about saying to his group for a long time. Maybe we'll be fortunate enough to catch that. I know Mark Grace is about to try and track down one of his former teammates who he celebrated with not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times back in 2001. Mark Grace, take it away. I think you're with an old friend, aren't you?
All right, I'm with a soaking wet Matt Williams. It's kind of feels good to get a beer shower, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So proud of these guys. You know, the first day of spring training, we said believe in the process, and they did. And you know, this is what happens when you work hard and you put things together. And you know as well as anybody, if you believe in that process, good things can happen.
Matt, 10 years ago, you were doing this as a player.
Yeah.
Now you're doing it as a coach. Tell us the differences.
Well, there's no difference. Everybody loves to win. It never gets old. And, you know, we have the first step taken care of. Now we have to continue to concentrate and do the things we need to do because we want to go far here. So we'll see what happens.
Did it feel any better that it happened against the Giants?
You know, it's nice to win first and foremost. You know, the situation of the game tonight is they have a must-win. The way that Goldie came through in the 8th inning there was great. And we, you know, it's the formula that we've had all year long. We scored late, shut them down. Great win for us, and now we need to take the next step.
Congratulations, Matty. Go join the party, pal. Darren Sutton is with somebody. I'm not sure, but Darren, go ahead and take it.
Thank you, Gracie. Over here with Joe Saunders. First of all, it's an honor to earn the assignment to start a game like tonight. You've been to the postseason a couple of times. What are these guys in for?
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of adrenaline, and you know, I'm just excited for these guys. You know, JJ, Willie. You know, they've been there, been close a lot, and you know, for them to get this opportunity is amazing. And you know, we had a lot of fun tonight. We got a huge hit by Goldie, and Matt Cain pitched his balls off. And, you know, I just tried to throw up as many zeros as we could and keep us in the game. Because I knew, you know, Cain was going to give his A game. So, you know, hats off to them. And, you know, we're just excited to be there right now.
You were so good tonight. You never gave in. You sunk it. You had a really good changeup. You just did not deviate. You didn't let the emotion get you. You could have.
Well, I mean, I didn't have my best stuff, but, you know, the defense was amazing behind me. You know, we turned some huge double plays. And I tried to keep the ball on the ground and let my defense work. Woo.
Nice.
God, damn, that's cold. But, you know, we played awesome. You know, I knew it was going to be tough. And, you know, you want to do it early. You know, you don't want to wait around, and you want to clinch as soon as possible. And we were fortunate enough to do that night against a very good ball club. And, you know, they're the defending champs, and they're a great team. So, you know, hats off to us, really.
All right, congratulations, my friend. Joe Saunders come up big in a big game. I think Mark Grace is standing by with the architect of this club somewhere. Gracie's got Kevin Towers, guys.
All right, Kevin Towers, congratulations. This has got to feel good.
Well, Grace, there hadn't been the smell of champagne in this locker room for about 4 years, so it's nice to have it back again, and all the credit goes to those players on the field. You can't measure heart, and they play with heart all year long, and to be able to knock off a great team, defending world champs, San Francisco Giants, in front of your crowd, you couldn't have scripted it any better. I agree with you. Your first season as the general manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, did you envision this? I know you said you did, but did you really mean it? I meant it, you know, and I believed in the coaching staff. I believed in the players. I got to see this Diamondback club when I was over in the other dugout was San Diego, and there was always a lot of talent here. And I think Gibby and the staff provided the right leadership. We kind of surrounded some of the young guys with some veteran players that have been here before. And these guys, you know, in that middle part of April till now, I mean, they haven't let up. And yeah, I could envision this. I mean, this is what we're in this game about, is to have smell of champagne and win division. Yeah, kind of feels good, doesn't it? It's so cold, but it feels good. I don't mind being cold as long as it's champagne. Congratulations, thanks, Kevin. Gracie. Keep up the good work. All right, we got Brad. You're somewhere, Brad Steinke. Who are you with, Brad?
I'm outside here where the players are gathering their family. Daniel Hudson, who was such a big part of this starting rotation. What does it feel like?
Oh, man, this is what you play for right here. It's unbelievable. Guys are going out. I mean, what a great game. You know, like you say, we won this game like we won them all year, and we couldn't be happy to do it at home.
When you guys left spring training, not a lot of people, in fact, almost next to no one thought you could do anything. What does it say about this club that you always believed in yourself?
Oh, man, even ever since spring training, they put that
You know, you brought your swim goggles. You want to join them? All right, get out there. He's going to go join his buddies. He actually bought swim goggles to the celebration. They may come in handy. What a celebration here, guys. There he goes.
Joe, I've seen everything. I really have. I never thought I would see that.
That's the ultimate water bath right there.
I'm going to hazard a guess. This has never happened before in a Major League Baseball celebration scenario. This is the only pool I can think of. Let's go back inside the clubhouse for the guy that deserves to be in that pool. Darren, take it away.
Yeah, Ian Kennedy, what a year for you. I mean, you kind of change your mechanics in spring training. You shorten that stride. I mean, seems like pretty minor league stuff, right? I mean, compared to what you're going through now. I mean, you shorten your stride, you come out, you win 20 games, you become a brand new dad. What a journey for you, my friend.
Yeah, this is a great feeling. You know, it's been a long road, like you said, spring training. Gibby's been telling us to try to follow in those philosophies, and we all bought into it. And he says it's been a long road. So far, it's been a lot of fun.
You know, it's funny. Never really have I seen in my lifetime a team really adapt the character of their manager. How do you guys do that, or does he get a lot of the credit?
No, I think I give KT and Gibby a lot of credit, and our whole coaching staff has shown that you know, if you just buy into the right concepts and you play well together, it just proves that those things win, and those are the right things. And this feels like, I mean, I can't describe it. This is a fun feeling.
Can you even start to picture, whether it's here with the crowd cheering or in Philadelphia with them bearing down on you, have it started to sink in that I'll be pitching game 1 of the division series?
No, because I'm probably pitching tomorrow, so I'm trying to focus on that one.
Okay, I got you. Fair enough.
But, I mean, the atmosphere we have tonight is going to give us a nice little taste that we have for the playoffs.
So they're watching you out there on the big screen. You got a message for these fans?
Nah, thanks, fans. Getting on your feet, and it's cool. We just thank you guys. It probably got us to win tonight, and we thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, Ian Kennedy, with a huge season, a 20-game winner. I'm just going to send it off. I don't even know where I'm sending it, but take it.
I'll take it. Darren, thank you. More from Darren Sutton, Mark Grace, Brad Steinke in just a bit. This is Diamondbacks Live, presented by Central Link, the National League West champions, 2011 Arizona Diamondbacks, part of our exclusive coverage of Diamondbacks baseball here on Fox Sports Arizona. And as we look at the celebration up by the pool, Joe, I'm going to think back to some of the old school guys that are on this roster for just a second, guys you wouldn't normally think of, but I can't help it. Like Glenn Sherlock, the original Diamondback that is still here, part of the coaching staff. Lyle Overbay, a guy that was out of baseball for a month. Now he is back. Micah Owens, who came back into the fold and proved his worth here as an Arizona Diamondback again. But right now, Brad Steinke is hanging out. I'm not sure. Brad, are you in the pool? You don't swim.
No, I'm back. Okay. Ryan Roberts has come from the pool. He's wearing his ski goggles. But really one of the great stories, and there were so many outstanding stories about this D-backs team. When spring training camp broke, you really didn't know if you were going to have a spot full-time on the big league club. What has this season meant to you?
It's meant a lot. Spring training was a lot of adjustments for everybody, coaching staff and players, with all the changes. So it was an adjustment period for everybody, but everybody adapted real well and just took right on the motive of we're going to play 110% and we're going to play all 9 innings every game and be aggressive. And I think that we've done that all year. And push come to shove, anybody can do it any night on this team, and that's the greatest part about it.
46 come from behind win. This team never feels it's out of a game. Does that come from Kirk Gibson and the coaching staff that certainly has so much playoff experience?
Yeah, I mean, they're the leaders of the group, and they set the tone early and how they wanted to do things and what it takes to win. And then, everybody accepted that, and everybody got on board with it. And guys that came and gone, guys that have been here and been here the last 2 years, and it's an unbelievable feeling to be a part of something, in the rebuilding process, and just to see it all unfold in this kind of way is great.
If I know this team like I think I know this team, this is just the start. There's celebration going on right now, but this team wants a lot more than just the NL West.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna try to play it all the way to the end. And push come to shove. At the end of the day, we want to be on top, just like everybody else.
Go celebrate with your wife and your family. All right, appreciate it. Ryan Roberts, back up to you, Todd.
All right, Brad, thank you. Ryan looks like he's about to go down a double black diamond on a snowboard with a jester hat. With my goggles. All right, Diamondbacks Live, presented by Centrally, continues here from Chase Field. Why would you want to leave? I don't.